You're listening to Punisher Waterfowls, the Union 0430 podcast. Brought to you by Real Geese Decoys, the most technologically advanced silhouette decoy on the market. First Light, the best hunting gear on the planet. Go farther, stay longer. And Ducklander Calls, tradition, education, and quality. Built to hunt.
On the camera though.
Thank God.
So you're okay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Union 0430 podcast. This is episode 247, and we have Pat Heindrichs from Canadian Waterfowl Supplies joining us tonight. Craig's not with us. Sending out a lot of love to him and his family, as he had a death in the family. So he's going to be away for a little bit. But we're thinking about you, Craig. Wish you were here, buddy. But we know you got more important things to do than hanging out with us retro baits. So there you go. Have to thank our sponsors of First Light, Real Geese, and Ducklander Calls. And of course, the voice of the Union 0430, Captain Jeff Coates. And yeah, and that's it. That's the intro. But I was really pondering if I was going to do this, but I think I'm going to do it, Pat. And I'm just going to go ahead and make the announcement now that, you know, in January, Canadian Waterfowl Supplies is coming on as a sponsor for the podcast as well. And I just thought it to be, since we got you on now, because God knows what'll happen come January. You'll probably be down south somewhere.
No south this year.
No?
No, going to Europe in the spring this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
What part? What part of Europe?
We're heading down to Portugal.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'd like to go. I've got friends that go to Portugal and they love it, and it's cheap, like very cheap to vacation in Portugal. So I'm a little bit jealous.
I don't know. We just booked flights and some of the hotel rooms. It wasn't that cheap.
No.
Oh no. I think it's getting a little bit more well known as a tourist area, and prices are starting to go up accordingly. So,
but like everything, eh?
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It'll be a different experience for us, anyways. We've never been there, so.
But Portugal, once they catch on,
once they catch on, that's usually what happens, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and our currency conversion to euros is not very good either.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it's not very good to anything.
Well, our dollar is horrible right now.
Equivalent to Canadian Tire money at this rate.
You could probably, it's probably got just as much value right now. But yeah, so come January, Canadian Wildfire, and we've got some others that we'll make announcements later. But seeing as you're on the show, thank you, and I wanted to give Phil a chance to say thank you as well. But thanks for sponsoring you and Ryan. I know you've been a big fan of the show and always been a big supporter of us anyways. So it just made sense for you to get off your wallet and send me some money.
well, that, and they've got an amazing brown dog. So
funny how it works that way. Eh? Yeah. No, we're pretty excited about it. You guys do a great show.
Yeah, really thanks, buddy.
And it's nice that you sit around and just talk about issues that are kind of more or less relevant to every bird hunter.
And a lot of random nonsense.
Yeah, and there is some random nonsense that goes in.
That's what makes it fun.
Yeah, that's right. That's what makes it fun. Is right. So, Philly, I got to say, I was telling Pat, I was down in Paris yesterday for Josh and Tara's wedding. As I'm driving,
I didn't even know they got married until I started seeing it.
Oh, I was driving back through the GTA, dude. There are so many Canadas. Like, I only drove down there last week and I didn't see half of what I seen today. There is so many Canadas in the field. So just down the road from you, on the 418.
Yeah. I don't have any properties over there. That's the problem, though.
And I mean, like, you had to do a double take because you didn't I was like, that can't be all geese. Like there was that many. Like it was insane how many geese were there. So good news for our friends south of the border, because I know some people have been saying, I've seen some people saying that they haven't been seeing the birds yet, but they're coming.
Those birds aching to
Yeah,
migrate.
they
I can tell you
were.
that.
Yeah, they were a little slow coming down this year. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
they were, weren't they?
But I
And
mean,
they were.
take a look at the first month of the hunting season. It was basically t-shirts, Crocs, and shorts, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was crazy.
yes.
And that's and that's something like we brought it up a couple weeks ago, and down where you are, Pat, even more, like I think it even more so down where you are. Like, would you be an advocate for opening the season later?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. Because I mean, you have that early goose season for killing locals.
yeah,
A lot of times, I mean, it's 90 degrees.
yeah.
It's not where the birds are busting, blowing out of the water, heading up to the fields. The crops are still in.
That's right.
And it would be a lot better to take off that early season and just turn around and put it all back in on at the end of February, when because typically you're already seeing birds come back,
Yeah,
especially that early Canada goose season. Now it's something that I've heard that they've been, kind of working on making
really.
some changes. So all the management units, even if you have Sunday hunting, that you'll be getting back a season at the end of
Wow.
February, but it's not in place yet. And
Yeah,
there's
that's
still
right.
there was options out there, but that early goose season, that first week, ooh, you could in Southern Ontario, you could take that road.
I think so.
Yeah, and
Like the
just
birds aren't even.
start it up at the same time as duck, and just move ahead that way there.
Yeah. But and like the birds aren't even like they're not hardly even feeding when it's, you're talking 30 degrees Celsius, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Like
And,
they're not even feeding.
and
And if they do, it's for like 10 minutes and then that's it.
well,
Yeah,
if
well, they're
you want
coming
to do
off the water at about 11:30, 12.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
if you want to
And
do a
then
field shoot, you got to find cut wheat and good luck.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's getting more and more difficult to get access nowadays too.
It
It's
certainly
really hard.
It certainly is. And I've been wondering about that. I've actually been wondering why it seems to be that landowners are a little bit more hesitant lately to give up permission. And I wonder, did something happen? Do you know what I mean? Like a
It's these
farmer.
15 and 20 man shoots that they do.
Right. Yeah.
It'll be that plus all it takes is
One.
one bad experience from
That's
one
right.
farmer. I mean, those guys all talk to each other.
Of course they do.
Some of them even have a situation where they got a regular day of the week for a couple hours. They sit around and have a couple beers, maybe
Yeah.
10, 15, 20 of them. If somebody has a bad time with a hunting situation,
Yeah.
everybody knows about it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No,
that's
and
good.
then there's also the liability issue nowadays too.
And that was sort of kind of where I was leaning. I wonder if somebody got hurt or something like that and then turned back, because not that it's the individual, because I think the way it works is that, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, but let's say you got hurt on someone's property and you can't go to work now because you're hurt. Well, then your insurance, right, would come in to try to pick up the bill on you missing work, and then they would in turn come and sue the farmer. Is that the way that would work?
Yeah,
Something like that.
And generally, they would even if it's a case where you're trespassing, people will try to sue.
Really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's how people make a living in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's different. Yeah, down in the States is different because they can sue for anything down there. I don't think we can do that, can we?
But that whole mentality is shifting up north of the border. You know, it used to be years ago. You didn't see the signs out and the commercials in regards to, oh, got hurt at this and
Yeah.
call our law firm. We
Yeah.
never had that.
No, you do. I do see that a
And
lot
you
now.
do see it now.
Yeah.
You do
If
see
you're
it
dumb
now.
and you spilled your hot coffee, you're entitled to compensation.
Yeah. So that was what I was thinking along the lines of, like, somebody got hurt and the insurance or something, and they tried to sue a landowner or get the landowner somehow on being negligent or something, and then pair that with what you said, Pat, and well, they all talk. So
Yeah. And a lot of landowners too now are actually, you know, pretty big corporations.
yeah,
A lot of smaller farms have been purchased up by larger corporations, some even, you know, offshore.
yeah.
And that makes a difference right there.
Oh, it totally makes a difference. There was a place out in Saskatchewan, they had, and that was a big corporation, and there was absolutely zero hunting on their property, zero. And I get it, right? Like, if you're a big, like, you got to protect your property and protect your investment and the whole bit. It's just, it sucks because one person is just going to make it bad for everybody else, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that's ultimately what it comes down to.
And really, that's what it boils down to. And I mean, if you know, you turn around, we get a lot of people that come in, and a lot of them are farmers, landowners, that type of thing. There's an awful lot of trespassing and such.
Really?
Yeah. Turkey hunting, deer hunting. Yeah, it's bad.
I've heard, I have heard it's bad for deer hunting, trespassing. Like, fellas will just, you know, walk through a field or walk through a.
We got a couple lads around here that are doing that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And
But
it makes
the
it
big thing-
hard. It makes
the
it hard on
archery-
everybody that way there, because everybody is a lot more on guard and keeping an eye out too, right?
These guys are archery
Yeah.
hunting, so you can't hear the gunshot, right? Slip in, poach your buck, and away you go.
Yep.
Really, eh?
One
That's a
shot in the
pretty-
middle of the night and boom, gone, right?
Yeah. That's a pretty ballsy thing to do, though, you know. Like, if it was an honest mistake, like you had property on, or you had permission on one property and you just migrated onto the other without knowing it, that's one thing.
Well, there's a lot of that just claim stupid.
Yeah. But then, you know, if you know that you're not supposed to be on there, like, that's a pretty ballsy move. And the fact that, you know, for a deer hunter, that big blaze orange vest that you're wearing, makes it a little bit harder to hide, right?
It does. It does. But we even ran into a situation. When was that? That was probably, that would have been last year with regards to it. But, you know, Ryan was actually coming down the hill in his truck on the way, and I was over here in the yard, and then we heard shots going off, and it was literally right behind the neighbor's house.
Really?
There's a patch of woods there that actually belonged to this farm. So we both blew right over there. And it was a couple of guys doing some rabbit hunting. First thing oh, no, we have permission to be here. No, you don't. Oh, we've been hunting here for 20 years. You've been trespassing for 20 years.
For 20.
Yeah, that's basically it. Now, you got 15 minutes. Get your dogs and get out of here.
Yeah.
And, you know, we took photos of the truck and the license plates and all that stuff there in case it became an issue, and we ended up having to, you know, report it, or if they gave any grief about being kicked off. Yeah, that's just the normal kind of stuff that you run into.
I love, and how many times, and you guys have been hunting a long time. How many times have you heard this when you catch, and you know, you just said it, Pat, but you know, you catch someone hunting where they're not supposed to be, or someone like when you're duck hunting and they set up next to you, like you show up, you get there early, set your rig, everything all up. You're sitting having your coffee before the show starts, and then someone comes in right beside you and you say, "What are you doing here?" "This is where I've hunted. I hunt here every year." I don't care. I don't care that you were here last year.
Yeah.
I'm here today.
We had one like that up at Luther Marsh. Exact same thing.
Really?
We set up, got there in the dark. We knew where we were going, so we went, we set up and everything like that. First light, the guy drives over with his boat, no decoys, whatever, shoots at everything about 150, 200 yards away. Yeah, no, so basically he wrecked the hunt for us, didn't get anything himself.
No, of course not.
And yeah, and I don't know if it was a spite thing, maybe it was, but yeah, it's not always a case where the ethics that we follow,
Yeah,
everybody else,
that's right.
goes the line too. It doesn't work that way anymore. And some guys, you literally have to go tell them, like,
yeah,
you just don't do this.
yeah.
You can't fix stupid.
Yeah,
and that's the other thing, right? Like, with today's age, so 20 years ago, you could use the excuse, well, I didn't know, right? Because, well, I didn't realize this was too close. I'm new to it. This is my first year. You could use that excuse. But these days, you can't, like, everything is discussed on social media. So if you're a new hunter or anything, the first thing you're doing is joining some group on Facebook, or you're following a channel on YouTube or something. So you can learn all the ethics now through social media and stuff, right?
well, they still try to teach it in the hunter safety courses.
Yeah.
You need permission from the landowner and everything all the way through. But sometimes when guys get together with the friends, that goes out the window.
But Mach speed.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, man. Like, the thing is that it's getting, we got to be real careful. And we've talked about this. I know we've all talked about it a million times, saying, we're our own worst enemy. There's always some asshat that'll put something stupid up on social media, or you'll see somebody shooting over their dog, and there's always these stupid things that's going on, but people they'll still just go do it, and they don't care. Like, and that's the thing. Like, they just don't. You can tell them, hey, that's a douchebaggy thing to do.
They just get
one of
set in their ways.
the funniest ones that I ever saw, and it was actually on Facebook. So this young fella, he posts how he was out in the morning with his buddy, and they each shot 6 ducks, and then the same day he posts that night, oh yeah, we shot 6 more. It's just like, okay, buddy. I'm sure the monitors at the MNR got a hold of that one. So
yeah, and the conservation officers like troll those pages.
Well, they're gonna watch it.
It's free pickings.
Yeah,
it's so easy.
I know.
So easy.
Yeah.
It is. I guess so. You think about it.
Guys hunting early season, and they shoot what they think is a teal.
Yeah.
So what kind of teal is it?
Yeah,
that ain't a teal.
That's a grebe. Teal. That's a grebe.
That's a grebe. And the post is gone.
And the post is gone. That's the best ones, eh? When they're so happy, they'll put a post up, and then
just
someone
proud
will say,
as a peacock, shot my first duck.
Yeah,
that's not a duck. Next thing you know, Mr. Green Jeans is showing up.
Mr. Green Jeans. That's right. That's right. I don't know.
Well, inexperience is inexperience, plain and simple.
That's right. Yeah.
Right? But generally, when you watch a duck fly, you're generally going to be able to tell if it's another duck behind it, or if you get a big flock of blackbirds coming in, you can pretty well tell that they're blackbirds, because they don't fly the same way.
That's right.
Ducks are really not that hard to recognize by the way that they move around. But it's the nature of the beast.
Yeah. I just, it's getting harder and harder. It seems every year, right? Like, we're talking about it now. We're getting access to farmers' fields and stuff. It seems to be getting a little bit harder. Then, we've got fellas and ladies that are doing dumb shit, and posting that, right? And we ourselves, as the hunters, we are kicking ourselves in our ass by doing the things that we're doing, and at some point you're not going to get on a farmer's field, because they were like, no, it's crazy. You guys are nuts. I'm not letting you guys on my field. and people will do bonehead things for a friggin' duck. Like, listen, I love hunting ducks and geese. I fucking love it. But I'm not willing to go to jail, pay a crazy fine,
for shooting a
hurt
duck.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Become
like,
someone's girlfriend.
What's that?
Become someone's girlfriend.
I don't know what you're referring to there, but I'm gonna wait until
End
after
up in jail, you figure it out.
End up being when you're in jail. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just
But really, most of the offenses nowadays, with regards to wildlife statutes and such, they just it's more or less, here's your fine, and away you go.
Yeah.
We're taking your hunting license away for this amount of period.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
It's changed a lot over the years.
Yeah.
Or you grow a real big set and you go into a zoo and you shoot some wild pigs and an elk.
Yeah. Like that.
Tell me somebody didn't do that.
Yeah.
Where was that at?
In Quebec last year.
No.
That was by Mathieu Godard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who that is.
Like, and you shoot the elk.
Yeah. He went into that nature reserve.
Omega.
Yeah.
Tabernacle.
Shot an elk, shot a pig.
Oh my God.
And then the best, and for anybody that's listening that doesn't live in Ontario or Quebec, you have no idea who this guy is, but this guy's he's a piece of work. And then, Philly, correct me if I'm wrong, then he started a GoFundMe page or something, or he was doing something to try to raise money to pay his legal bills. Like, he was asking, he 100%. Like, he was selling his gear, or he was doing something. He was raffling stuff off. He was doing something to try to pay his legal bills.
I think he was back here guiding again.
Really?
So for the longest time, he was guiding like North Pickering, Uxbridge for the late goose.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd be down here, and I think he had some meth head from Keswick working for him at one point. Anyways, years ago. So for those who don't know, Tom Wood. What's Tommy's guide service?
Tom Wood in Smith Falls?
Yeah.
Rideau Valley.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So I've hunted with Tommy. I had him down here for a hunt years ago. So Tommy knows what I do for work. And anytime I'd see Godard post his stuff, I would just like chirp, like just incessantly on this guy's case. But yeah, how about you just, stay to Quebec and go hunt your own birds out there? And like, I'd be willing to bet, you're out here, poaching money and it's not like you're not paying your provincial taxes and this and that. And he actually writes back one day, he's like, hey, unless you are the police, I don't have to tell you nothing. Yeah. And then Tom writes, if you only knew.
Yeah, he is the pole. Yeah, he is the 5-0, buddy.
Yeah. And next you know, someone.
Well, the odds are if he's pulling stuff like that, I mean, they're watching him anyway.
Yeah,
they're watching.
They're
keeping an eye out for him.
He makes stupid look like a rocket scientist.
Oh yeah, like this. Yeah, he's had some wonderful moments on online, and the hunting community here in Ontario, they just like destroy him when he comes on too. They do not let up on him, and rightfully, because he does bonehead things, and he's, from what I've seen, I don't know the guy, I've never ever met him. I just know of him, but like I've seen fellas that have, or I've read about fellas, talking to him out in the field, like him setting up.
Oh, then there was like the 26ers in the blind. There was that whole fiasco.
Yeah.
Crushing bottles.
Yeah.
Just one thing after another.
Yeah, that's pretty
Pat.
bad.
I know I shared it on social media the other day, and I think I see it in behind you there now. That Avian X
For the kicker, yeah.
So have you put it to use yet, or is it just you
That
just
one
got them
there
in the?
has, we had so few come in on the first shipment that we could not even keep one ourselves. I mean, we sold out
Yeah.
in an hour.
Really?
And then just this last week, we got another shipment in, so we did snag one for ourselves, and that unit's only actually sitting inside here because we were playing with the water test thing and wanted to see how long the batteries would actually last.
Yeah.
So that baby floated in the tub for 8 hours so far, and it's got to
Really?
go back in tomorrow to see how long it'll run. And
Wow.
just out of curiosity, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's still going. Still going.
Really?
So, and
8
I've had a few
hours.
guys tell me you'll get like 30 hours out of this thing.
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just kind of like a rippler.
Kind of
The
like a
legs,
rippler, but
the feet.
but what
I know.
happens is the feet go like this and then they cause the wave action.
Yeah, but it's like more moving parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It-
But all in all, it's probably one of the hottest decoys this year.
Really?
I mean, like I said, we've just got another shipment. We're almost sold out again. So
What like?
How long before someone breaks one of them feet off?
I don't know. Because they are plastic. And
What happens in the cold
I have
with
kind of warned
plastic?
guys when they came in. I looked at it and I just went, that's when things get really cold, plastic gets very brittle. So if it's a case where you think you're going to pick it up out of the water and toss it into the boat and it's going to survive, I would think not.
They want
Yeah, I would think you'd have
$200 for this thing.
Yep.
God damn. Nothing.
Yeah.
Fuck, I just got to stop being cheap. I'm like
Yeah,
literally
you
on your
gotta-
website looking at it right now.
Yeah, you really got to stop being cheap.
Did you
Phil.
add it to your card already?
I would end up breaking those feet, guaranteed.
So so as you're talking about the cold and stuff, and here's the first thing that came to my mind. If it's that brutal cold that it's affecting the plastic, right, making it brittle, would the water not be hard at that point? Do you know what I mean? Like, it is the cold a legitimate concern with that? Because if it was really that cold, you'd be getting ice, and you probably wouldn't
If
even
it's
be.
like just 3 or 4
Right.
degrees.
Right,
Yeah.
but a lot of guys will, keep small areas open.
Yeah, fair.
A lot of guys will break water. Some guys are hunting when things get really cold and freeze up, then generally birds are going to shift to areas where there's, open water,
Yeah.
which is generally moving.
Right.
So,
Yeah, fair. Good point.
Because every once in a while, we even run into the situation where a guy goes, well, I was hunting the other day and I picked up my 2 decoys and I slammed them together to get rid of the ice. Well, they broke.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
fair. Good point.
-20.
Yeah.
You can't help it because plastic does get more brittle.
Yeah. No, good point. And I've hunted pretty cold out on Lake Ontario too, and that's not freezing. So, no, good point.
Yeah, so I mean, it could happen in regards to the plastic. Up here, we get some pretty severe conditions
Yeah.
at times. So I would be careful with the feed. I would be making sure that
Yeah.
decoy come out of the water into a bag, sort of thing.
I think in
I would
fairness,
definitely. It's not a decoy where you'd pick it up, grab your normal redhead and just throw it into the boat.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
not that
but
kind of
I don't
situation.
think anybody is doing, like, nobody does that with your Lucky Ducks or your Mojos
No.
or that.
No.
Nobody does that anyways.
No.
in
know,
fairness,
I
if the weather is that bad and that cold, I am not fiddle fucking with motion decoys. I'm not. Either
It's funny because we've gone the opposite way with regards to it. We've shifted a lot of stuff to motion decoys instead.
I love the motion. Don't get me wrong, but when it's -10, no, I'm not dicking
Yeah.
with batteries and like little pissant switches and stuff. No,
Yeah.
here's half a dozen decoys. Eat it up, or I don't care. I'm going home hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have hot dogs for supper, right?
I would rather starve than be fiddle fucking with little switches and batteries and no.
Yeah. And
Here's
I
6
mean,
decoys. Figure it out.
some of the new stuff that came out from an Avian X, and I have one of their swimmers. It's the same thing. It's a contact switch, which
Yeah.
turns it on and off. You drop it in water and it turns on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
You
yeah,
know, that's something I've thought about this the last probably couple months because I'm seeing them more often on social media now. And Fred Zink seemed like he was away for a long time. Like he seemed like he went away for a long time and he wasn't on social and he wasn't promoting Avian X that much. And now all of a sudden you see him again and
They're just pumping stuff.
yeah, and he's back now. And it seems like he came back and he hit the drawing board and he's pumping out some really cool products right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I said, we haven't had a chance to really drop it into water, but just
Yeah.
setting it in the tub, it's surprising the amount of motion you get off of that thing.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe it.
It's I was I didn't think it would be that much, but I was surprised.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it would have to be like I got that Lucky Duck agitator, like, and that just spits water and just the ripples that creates, and that's just spitting a little bit of water, let alone 2 feet. That's just constantly going. Yeah, I don't know. I keep seeing like a new product from Avian X, and Fred is on there and he's talking about it, and I'm like, man, it was like years I never seen him, never see him on social media, and now all of a sudden he's back and because I think somebody bought Avian X, right? Like it was a big company that bought him out.
Yeah, Avian X was sold off, I believe, originally to Plano Corporation.
Plano, yeah, they made
Right.
the
And then
pieces of-
2 or 3 years ago, GSM bought Plano.
okay.
So they now own Avian X and all the other Plano brands,
Mm-hmm.
including Zinc.
Yeah.
They have quite a few outdoor products. When you look at their order sheets, they've got a lot of companies.
Okay.
So maybe it was a case where with Plano, maybe I don't know, maybe Fred Zink
Yeah.
was working in a different division for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Focusing more on the calls or
Yeah.
the actual Zinc decoys. But
Right.
yeah, there has been a big shift back with him.
Yeah. Big time. Big
and
time.
and the social media, when somebody starts putting up videos and that kind of thing, and you can see the actual product in action,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems to make a big difference on demand too.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I think that's the only downfall to, online shopping is that you can't get your hands on it. You don't get to see what it can do. Well, now with
Video helps. Yeah.
the video now, when you can walk out into the water and drop it and go, this is what you're going to get. And everybody can see it. Yeah. There's going to be it's going to put up demand.
Well, you look at Higdon, look at Final Approach, like Bo, all the boys, and Mario, constantly putting out like 2-minute videos.
Mhm.
Here's this new decoy. Here's this new layout blind. Here's this new
Yep.
blind bag.
Whatever. Yeah.
These guys are constantly, like, once a week minimum. Here's 2-minute video, 30-second video.
Yeah. And with Higdon, that's been a change over the last few years. They've really come a long way with regards to it.
Yeah.
And it's hard as a dealer. I mean, they're one of our Higdon Momarsh is one of our largest suppliers, and it's hard as a dealer because you go through the order sheet for the new stuff for next year, and you're going, okay, what are they gonna do the first videos on?
Yeah.
Right. What's gonna be the hot product?
Right.
And it as soon as they seem to come out with a video, all of a sudden, bang, 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 they start
Crazy, eh?
blowing out the door. And sometimes you'll turn around as a retailer and you make a mistake on the order going, oh, I only ordered 15, 20 of those. I should have ordered 100,
Right.
because I would have sold 100.
Yeah.
Because you don't
Hindsight being
understand that,
2020.
especially with new products where you don't really get to see it yourself. You might see a little video that they put together just for the dealers to kind of, this is what the product is and this is what it does. But there was a lot of issues this year as well with suppliers actually being able to get the products.
Really?
Okay, and get them back in time, like the new
Oh.
Higdon spinner,
Yeah.
right? which
Yeah.
it looks like a great product where the wings fold down. You can
Mhm.
drop into a normal duck decoy bag, but you can't get them. And they're, as my understanding, they're not going to have them until January.
Really?
Yeah.
And the big problem with us up here in Canada, especially Ontario, is our season opens so much earlier than everywhere else.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, down in the southern areas of U.S., I mean, January they're still hunting ducks, and technically we are too for about
Yeah.
the first week, 10 days.
Yeah.
As far as
they're just doing better at it than
migratory
us.
allowance goes. But those boys there will be hunting ducks in January, right at the end of it, that type of thing. But a lot of them, their seasons don't start till November, and a lot of them, it seems, have only got 60-day seasons, whereas we really get the full gamut here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the
Well,
full
and we
105
don't
or
have the
107, whatever it is.
And then we don't have those, like there's some states where they have the splits, right? Like they'll hunt for a little bit and then it's no hunting and then
It seems like a lot of these splits are only a week.
but it's still a week, right? Like it's still
Yeah,
a week.
I don't know. The things like the early teal, and then they shut it down again, and then it opens a week and a half or 2 weeks later or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't understand really the reasoning with regards to it, but that's their system and that's how they do it.
Yeah.
It's a lot
And-
different than ours. I mean, we are lucky here. We have a very long waterfowl season.
Yeah. Well, you look at Saskatchewan and Alberta, they start the 1st of September.
Yeah.
And now they're always froze
They freeze up.
They freeze up, but
Yeah.
but like the 1st of September, they're shooting birds and they've got birds the 1st of September. They're all brown.
That's where they make them.
Yeah, that's the duck factory. That's right.
In the last few years, generally, it's not that unusual. If you're in Southern Ontario, you're shooting ducks right to the last day.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah. Well,
So you're already rolling into the first week of January.
Yeah, I'm seeing more ducks now than I have, but which is normal for where I am because normally we don't, in my experience, anyways, we don't see a lot of ducks until November, anyways, until they start coming down from up north, right? Like and I'm talking like the big fat mallards, right? Like I'm not talking about wood ducks and teal, but like the big old mallards, the big ducks.
With the big green heads on them, and you can tell right away. Hey, that's the big northern.
Gorgeous. I got 3 in my pond that we were hunting the other day, and I told the boys, I was like, boys, if you see a duck, do not shoot it. No, they were like, what? I was like, I've got 3. This is the first 3 I've ever had in here, so I'm leaving them alone. I was like, I'm hoping they're going to bring some friends.
Yeah.
Do not shoot those
ducks. Did you name them?
No.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yeah. 2 drakes and a hen. And I'm like, don't you dare shoot any ducks if they come. And we didn't see it. They didn't come in, but yeah. It's getting good now, but is everything going to freeze up? Like I'm going to put I'm too cheap to buy one of the ice eaters yet. That's going to be my purchase next. That's my next big purchase for next year is going to be is get a ice eater, one like that you sell, Pat. And then but this year I just got a trolling motor. I hook it up to a car battery and I got made a stand and I just put that on and it just keeps the water open for me enough. But I want a actual ice eater because it'll just open it up that much more. The trolling motor opens it up, but not a huge hole. So it's good.
Test mine this morning. Like I got one of the ones there from Show Me Ducks,
right?
And I was gonna go this morning and go further around with it, and then I woke up and looked outside at the road and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna sit by the wood stove today.
That's Pat. That was Pat's side. Pat was when I talked to him.
Yeah, I was trying to sneak out to do a little, go sit in a blah blind and do a little deer hunt, but no, I wasn't doing much of anything today.
No,
I went to Costco with my wife and spent a lot of money.
That's stressful.
Yeah, but that's really about all that we did today.
Wow.
Well, I still one of these days might get out and just go out and bust some ice. And like I got this one property, it's still got standing corn.
Oh, I know.
And I want to get out and just for the heck of it, just one day, just go bust some ice and just set this thing up and sit there and stare at it for 2 hours and see what it does.
Yeah.
Drink
The
coffee
crop,
and have
the
darts and
crops this
whatever.
year, I mean, have been really, really late coming off some of them. The field right beside us here, that corn came off, what day was that? Thursday.
Really?
Thursday. Yeah. And then there's another one close to where we deer hunt, and it's that corn's still up, and it'll probably be sitting there till January, February, somewhere inside there.
It ain't getting any drier.
No.
No. That
Like,
was one
I
thing
got one
this year, though.
property. I want to go deer hunting. Like they need to cut the corn because I can't see the deer.
Right.
Oh, I know. Well, Ryan and I talked about maybe even shifting. Normally, we always took the November hunt, but maybe next year we'll shift a little bit to December, and hopefully a little bit more deer moving around in the woods and everything too, right? So, but such is the nature of the beast.
Yeah,
that's why it's hunting and not killing.
Yeah, that's right. And there's always, that's part of the game, right? You're always, well, next year maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that. You're constantly trying to evolve your tactics and how you're going to actually harvest your animal, your birds. Like you critique every little thing that you do. Wow. But now I'm not a deer hunter, but for ducks and geese, like everything I do, I critique it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ducks and geese, you adjust for everything, whether it's raining, whether it's snowing, which way the wind's blowing, what it's been like up north. Everything changes.
Yeah.
It can change every day. And it's no different with your deer hunting or elk hunting or whatever.
Right.
And I mean, deer here were patterned pretty good. We had a pretty good idea where they were moving and what they were doing, but then the snow hit and now it's changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? So you just adjust accordingly and away you go.
Wow.
But yeah, we're getting close to the end of deer season, though. Only another month left.
Wow.
Yeah, for bow anyways. So
for bow.
Yeah, and I think the guys in the December hunt are shotgunning this week anyways too. So I'm gonna have to break down and actually get some work done instead of floating around.
So now are you still waiting on products to show up now, or have you got everything now?
No. Everything that we're going to get in 2025 is already here.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually, really it starts in November where you actually start looking and ordering for 2026.
Really?
Yeah.
Order more pulsators from Higdon. I want 2.
I probably still have a couple hens here.
I was in a spending mood recently, and I was like shopping around, whatever, and I was like gonna grab 2, and but trying to find them, and then trying to get them at like a good price, and
yeah.
Actually,
I think what we have left for pulsators is right now the regular pulsators are the hens. They're still on sale till tomorrow, Phil.
Yeah.
So
Black
there
Friday,
you
go. Black Friday, Philly.
Black Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ended up starting our Black Friday sale earlier this year.
What about Cyber Monday?
I don't do Cyber Monday.
Yeah, that's too techy for Pat.
Yeah, it's hard enough even doing the Black Friday stuff sometimes.
Well, it's got to be hard.
Yeah. It's a busy
the margins are so tight now, right?
Yeah, and I mean with the increased tariffs and the prices in the Canada US dollar this year, everything's a little tighter, and I think you see that in a lot of the Black Friday sales that are out there this year.
Yeah,
it's just they're not as good a deals as what you might hope for.
Yeah.
No, here's the big question, Pat.
Oh,
do you charge dangerous handling for shipping for the stupid pulsator because of the battery? Because fucking Cabela's does.
No, we don't.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah. Dangerous handling. Oh, because of lithium batteries.
Yeah.
I know. But no, we don't charge extra because of it. But I tell you, shipping costs for if you're sending a truck down somewhere to buy, you got a few pallets of them to come up. it's a little more difficult to even import them in
Really?
regards to the lithium. Yeah, everything's got to be labeled. It's got to be spec'd on, just so that the guys weren't transporting them. Say a guy's, picking up 2 pallets in November because they were back.
In case the truck catches on fire.
Yeah, you just never know. And it depends what else is in the truck. So
Right.
they have to make sure that other products in the load, you don't have issues with regards to it.
Well, I tell you, I was driving on the highway the other day, and there was a Tesla on fire. Buddy, the only thing left of that car was the rims. That was it. It was gone. Like, gone.
I know.
She gone.
And she gone. I was like, that is crazy. The rims were the only thing left.
I don't even know what the firefighters do. They actually have anything that will extinguish that? Or anything on the market?
I think there's an agent they can use.
Yeah, there is, but you got. So in this case, it was out in the middle of nowhere. So it would have been like a volunteer, firefighter, right? Like it wouldn't a city or anything like
from a smaller community.
So they didn't. All they were doing, they were just hosing down the grass so that the grass didn't catch on fire. Like there was nothing they could do with the car.
Yeah, the grass was worth more.
Yeah, but they couldn't do it. Like there was nothing they could do for the car, so they just
let it burn and make sure that nothing it doesn't spread. Yeah.
But I did
call
see
your insurance company.
Yeah, but I did see a video one time, and it was at the Tesla, like the Tesla plant, and one of the scientists or whatever. So they have this when they're testing the batteries, right? I guess every battery gets tested or something, and it sits on this big table, and if it catches, if it starts to burn or catches on fire, they've got the table just opens up, like it just folds down, and then it just the battery would drop into this liquid or whatever, right? And it was crazy how fast, like Buddy was testing it, and then it was like a spark, and he hit that thing because it was gone because it would have done some serious damage. I think that and I think that's the big danger with them, right? Is that, and that battery, like if the battery goes, I think the battery is worth almost as much as what the car is.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, but even those small lithium batteries that are inside of the the current things like the pulsators and such.
Yeah,
those we always tell everybody, do not charge this inside your house.
Yeah,
always charge it somewhere. The odds of anything happening are very, very slim. But you don't want to be the one person who plugged it into his house and went to bed, and all of a sudden the battery went.
Yeah, we when I got my drone and I done this drone course, they told us that it's best to buy a bag because you got to be charging these things all the time, and it's like a bag you can put your batteries in, and if they do catch on fire, like it can't escape or some friggin' thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd be hesitant to buy a drone.
You'd be hesitant to buy a drone?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you're charging batteries and bring your fucking house down.
No different than any of the other lithium batteries that you use.
I don't think I have anything.
No?
No.
Nothing that has lithium?
I'm sure you have something. Your cell phone has a lithium battery, does it not?
Fuck, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I just used the damn thing. I didn't build it.
I didn't build it.
Yes.
Big difference between operator and technician. It's an operator.
Yeah. Well, almost all of the motion decoys coming onto the market now have got lithium batteries inside.
Well, if they're rechargeable or whatever.
I think the like the Mojo Light from Mojo Outdoors has still got the small 6-volt lead battery in it.
Right.
Almost everything from Higdon is
the newer Mojos are running off AA.
Sorry, what?
Really?
The newer Mojos are running off AA's. At least the ones I've got.
Yeah, even on the big Mojos, they come with an adapter. If your battery dies, you can pop AA's inside of it, right?
Got a Mojo here. I don't have this shit. So what's supposed to attach to that is one of those 4 AA things.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's not here.
And
Won't be using that
products like
decoy.
the Mojo Mini Mallard, right? The small one, the one that's been around for quite a while. That one just takes double A's. Lucky Juniors take double A's, but just about everything else is.
Oh, the
flipped towards
Screamin'
lithium.
Woody. I've got one of the Screamin' Woody Mojos. Yeah, it's double A's.
Really?
Yeah, that'll be a double A.
That's old. That's old. The Screaming Woodies, those are old
Yeah.
school.
I'd really like to know what the hell I did with those battery packs now.
It's actually sad that I know which battery pack goes with which thing.
It's impressive actually that you can say, well, that it's this battery is pretty impressive that you can remember it.
Well,
because
it's when you got to pay the
changing all
shipping bills on those damn lithium ones.
right. Right.
So
Yeah. Well, the lithium batteries, I don't know. Like, I charge mine. I don't think I've ever like just plugged it in and left it in all night. I don't think so.
and usually they don't take that long. Like ours,
Yeah.
for the display ones and oddball ones we got kicking around, we usually just there's a small spot on the concrete floor in the shop. You
Yeah.
just set them there and then charge them there, and then away
Right. Yeah.
So they're sitting outside, and then I don't really have any qualms about if I did plug it in at night,
Yeah.
then I can walk away, and even if it starts on fire, it can burn its hole through the concrete or whatever, but that's about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's
Cool.
changed a lot with regards to them.
Well, it's changed a lot, but then the demand, like what the hunters want too, right? So like you with that avian there, like 30 hours, like fellas don't want to have to be they don't want it to shit the bed on them while they're hunting. So
Right.
it's got to be, and once the cold gets into it, well, you're going to lose some efficiency there. So they've got to continually change because they got to keep up with what the demand is and what the hunters want, right? And in these cases, like I like the fact that I don't have to charge my stuff every time after I use it. Like I love like my Lucky Ducks that I can just use them for 4 or 5 hours in the morning, and then I don't have to worry about charging them that day. I know I can use them again the next day and the day after.
Yeah, there are some guys though. That do the all day hunts and that type of thing. And a lot of, and then you're talking also guide services.
Absolutely.
Yeah, where they need it to run it. Sometimes it's not very not very convenient for plugging in too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I look at like when I went down hunted at Habitat Flats, all their motion
My heart
stuff
breaks for you.
well, all their stuff is hardwired to full 12-volt car batteries.
Really?
Yeah, like even like their spinners, everything's all hardwired into like a switch panel. It's run off a full-blown car battery.
Really?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, there's
but
no
I guess
fiddle.
they
There's no fiddle
can do it,
farting.
right?
There's no fiddle farting with like individual things. It's not. There's wires running all over the goddamn place.
Yeah,
and
but
it's a little different for most guys that hunt waterfowl because you got to be portable and adaptable. You're not going to be in the same place all the time, right?
Yeah.
So you need to be able to just say, okay, I'm going to go on here today. That wasn't very good. We're going to go here tomorrow, and just be able to bounce all over the place.
That's right.
Yeah, it's and I know even Higdon makes a bunch of systems that can be hardwired too in regards.
Oh, really?
And if it was a case where we turned around, we had a big private pond, I would do the same thing.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Just basically get everything all hardwired up and never have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Charge up your car batteries and away you go, right?
Yeah.
So, and they're pretty easy to swap out.
Yeah. Well, fellas, we're almost at that point, and
it goes fast. Eh?
Yeah, it goes fast, man.
We'll just have to have you back on again, Pat.
Yeah, I know. It just seems like every time we just start talking, and then all of a sudden, poof, the hour's gone.
I know, I do, and it goes fast. Well, just when the conversation is going, like it is. That hour goes by so fast, and then my famous thing now is when we get off, I'll be like, oh, I meant to ask Pat about this. And like, there'll be all these other things. I was like, shit, I was going to talk about this and I forgot about that. And I don't have my notebook with me today because I usually got everything all written down in my notebook. And then I just check it off as I'm doing it. And I left the notebook up in the house. So I
Well,
don't have
that's
that.
how you do it. You cheat. You do notes ahead.
Well,
Here, I
yeah.
thought you were just winging everything
So
all the
only
time.
needs
No.
to.
Oh, no. I got notes. I got I'll have questions, you know, and then there's sometimes I'll have notes and I'll look at it and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to ask here. I don't know. Like, I'll just have one word and I'll be like, I have no idea what that means.
I'm not gonna lie, Pat. He's been relentlessly fucking teased about. Should have wrote it down. Should have wrote it down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, one of these days, Damien's gonna reach to the screen and punch me in the throat.
Should have wrote it down.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, when you get to be my age, it's not even a case of just writing it down. It's you better do it right now before you forget.
Yeah. I am guilty of that too. Pat, buddy, it was great to have you on again. And this is not going to be the last time that you'll be on. You'll be on again, I know, and that'll be soon. And I can't wait. And hopefully in January we'll get you back on. And when you're officially a sponsor of the show, which is it's a big deal, man. Like, and I'm going to tell you, for 2 weeks, I was like in the clouds, and Trish would come home from work and she was like, "You're in a good mood again today," and I'm like, "Man," and I'm happy. Like the brand is doing well, right?
Yeah,
And then
it's good to see everything coming together for you too.
Yeah, and I'm on cloud 9, and I'm like messaging Phil and Craig and Mark, and I'm like, boys, hey, look at this, check this out, this is new or whatever. I've been on cloud 9 for the last 2 weeks, and you're the first one that we've announced, and we've got a couple more that's coming on this year that's going to be new, and I'm looking forward to announcing those too. So, but anyways, enough of that. Great to have you on, Pat. Philly, to you, my man.
Pat, again, like been a long time supporter. I've even had the honor of being to the Canadian Waterfowl Supplies international headquarters once.
Yeah, our little old barn shop.
Yeah, so I remember. So the day that I actually went to your shop was the day that you paid Andrew Lowles for that photo of Logan carrying the long tail.
Yeah.
That was the day I was at your shop.
Yeah, and we still use that photo. We still have that photo. Yeah.
Yep. But again, we're
When
beyond
I first
honored.
saw that, I just went, "Yep,
No.
You need that photo. That should be on the front page." And anybody that jumps onto the website, they can see automatically what it's about. It's not a case of.
Yeah, I was actually on that hunt when that photo was taken.
You were, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's pretty phenomenal photo. We were really happy to get that one.
So again, we're beyond honored, Pat, to have you on board again. Like anyone that hunts in Ontario, if not Canada, knows
Canada, easy,
knows the name and knows the store. And again, this is huge for us, and we can't thank you enough. And
yeah, 100%.
Wishing nothing but the best for the times that come.
Yeah, well, 2026, fingers crossed, will shape her up to be a good year.
Yeah,
and I still got to get down there one of these days to see Merle work.
Yeah, well, you know what? It hasn't really changed much, except both me and Merle are getting old.
Yeah.
Still
want to meet him.
It was funny because the last time we took him out on a hunt, I mean, he gets out and he still goes full guns, right?
Really?
And the next day, he just sleeps half the day.
Yeah. Hard on old gear. Hey, did Chris Bales just have a litter of dogs?
I don't know if he had a litter. I know they've got a couple of new pups.
Oh, okay, maybe that's what it was. Okay, yeah. I thought I just seen something the other day, and I was like, oh, I wonder. Either way, last word to you, Pat, my man.
Well, thanks again for having me on, guys. Much appreciated.
Yeah,
we're really looking forward to the sponsorship in 2026 and things moving ahead. And we're really excited that your brand's been growing.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you. You have no idea. I can't thank you enough. You and Ryan, both of you, been great supporters of me, and our chats that usually are intended for 2 minutes, a quick phone call, Pat, that turns into 45 minutes, and we just talk about everything under the sun.
Have we ever done a 2-minute chat?
No, I think we've always
Yeah, and
attempted to do.
all of a sudden you look at your phone and go, you've been talking for 37 minutes.
Yeah. You don't know how much it means to me to have you in our corner, buddy, and I love it, and can't thank you enough. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Union 0430 podcast. We are not experts. We'll never pretend to be. Surround yourself with good people. Big love. Talk to you next time.